Mr. Speaker, how appropriate it is that this resolution would come to the floor of the House of Representatives on the day that the newly elected President of the United States of America would address a joint session of Congress. How appropriate it is because the newly elected President of the United States of America is a significant manifestation of how important black history is in the United States of America. It is on today that he will address this joint session of Congress, and he is a person of African ancestry. While it is true that we should remember the horrors of history, it is equally as true that we should celebrate the successes of history. And I believe that this resolution is a means by which we can engage in celebration, the celebration of good deeds accomplished and things done, great things done, that can engender the inspiration to do that which must be done. So let us today celebrate the fact that African Americans were able to overcome involuntary servitude with the help of Americans of goodwill of all hues, of all colors. And because they were helped and they were able to overcome involuntary servitude, we should allow this to engender the inspiration necessary to go forward and deal with some of the problems that African Americans are confronting today. The problems of housing that finds African Americans without homes many times and being evicted from homes on too many occasions. Let's celebrate the many successes in the area of education, from Phyllis Wheatley to many other great educators, Dr. Benjamin Mays, for example. And as we celebrate their successes, let this engender within us the inspiration to deal with the dropout rates around this country that can be in excess of 50% in some quarters of the African American community. Let's celebrate the successes in the civil rights movement that enabled us to overcome the indignation and humiliation of segregation. But as we celebrate this, let it engender within us the inspiration to help the many who are still suffering around the world, who have not had their human rights and human dignity respected by their governments. Let us celebrate the many political accomplishments that we have right here in the House of Congress. We have Member Charlie Rangel, who happens to chair Ways and Means. Member Benny Thompson, African American, who happens to chair Homeland Security. Member Maxine Waters, African American, who happens to chair the Housing Subcommittee of Financial Services. May I have an additional minute, please?
Recognize the gentleman for one more minute.
Thank you. Thank you,
additional minute.
And as we celebrate the accomplishments of these great and noble Americans here in the House of Representatives, let it provide the inspiration for us to understand that we are here not because of our color, not because we are of African ancestry. We are here because the people of America expect us to do the great work that has to be done. So this is a time for celebration that engenders inspiration, and I am honored to be inspired to move forward and support this resolution, and I beg that all of my colleagues would vote for it.